Alright, today's video is going to be another little update, kind of showing things I've been doing the past few weeks and all the progress that's been made. It's getting cold, grass is slowing down, but it's getting much healthier, so it's pretty exciting for next season. Alright, so I was doing some mowing last night and I realized that the green just looked high. Kept saying like 0.27. I was like, what? Something's going on. So I took my gauge out, and I think I was reading it wrong this whole time. It was at 0.3, I think 0.35, and it was like 0.37. Really, it was really, really high. So I kind of noticed that grass blades were long, and it was bouncy, and it wasn't acting like a putting green. So I set the machine at 0.27 for some dumb reason. I shouldn't have done that. I should have put it at like 0.29 or 0.31 or something, step it slowly. But I put it right down there, and it scalped with the green so bad. I'm a little nervous. I killed it. You can see the lines. Honestly, the machine was bottoming out. There's some spots here. Like going across here, the machine would catch the edges of it on stuff, so there's some marks there from it. Anyways, what I had found out was after I'd mowed, the machine has one side here's a weird spot too. Stuff like that. I mean, look at that. It scalped it completely. It's just grass missing. There was all grass there, so that sucks. Oops. Wasp just came up at me. So anyways, when I looked at the machine after I was mowing, I thought, this is cutting way too much off. I mean, I've jumped the height of cut on this a bit just to, get the weird folding leaves over, cut it, reset everything. But yeah, anyways, I found out that one side of the machine has like a 1/4 inch of play on it, where you have to make sure the adjustment, like the dial, is touching. Otherwise, it'll drop like 1/4 inch, or maybe it's like 1/8 inch. It'll drop a lot, and that's what happened. One side of the machine was extremely low, and the other side of the machine was 0.27. So it just screwed up quite a bit. So good thing I just pumped it full of fertilizer. I turned the irrigation on from 35 minutes in the morning. That's it, because it's going to be 90 today as well, to 12 minutes every 6 hours. And I overseeded the green last night. Got some seed down to hopefully patch this up. See, I should have stopped after the first pass. I saw that it was digging into the sides. I thought, that's not good, but I went through and did it anyways. Where it didn't scalp honestly looks really, really good. But anyway, so I jumped the height of cut up to 0.32, so more of like a cut reset, I guess we had here. So I'm gonna slowly keep stepping it down, but I need to do some serious sand leveling before I drop it like that again, because it didn't like it at all. Messed up a lot of stuff. All right, so today's project is I'm going to be removing the rocks from this little area where the camper used to sit, and I'm going to level it out a little bit with a rake and plant some ryegrass here, because this will be part of the fairway now. So it's kind of like when you hit a bad tee shot up there, which I'm a slicer. I don't hit any draws or hooks or nothing like that. I always slice it if I hit it bad, and they always land right here. And I thought, instead of having a hazard here, it's a little more exciting when you think you hit a bad shot and you landed in some surprise fairway. So that's the plan. All this right here will be part of the fairway. Just got some straw, some seed, and the rake. Well, that's really it. It's pretty easy. Soil over here is not super densely packed, so you can run the rake aggressively over it and you can flatten things out pretty well. Get rid of a lot of mounds. There's gonna be a lot more mounds as I lower the height of cut, but that's all right. You can see a high spot there. I ran out of straw. I think I have another bale in the shed, but I thought I'd try a method I saw from Jason Arlon's channel where you just run the rake over it. So run the rake over it versus straw, see what happens. All right, so there's another update. It is September 12th, and that's what the green looks like. So I hurt my back immediately after filming the last clip for this video, and I have not been able to mow the green since. So it's been 4 days now. I've not been able to, I think it's 4 days. I've not been able to mow the green. I mean, look at this. This is at least 3/4 to an inch high, and I've got that rolling in. So I was gonna use the fairway mower, step it down, and then use the green some more, but I don't think I have time. I really can't afford to wait another day. We'll see what happens here. All right, so this is the after. It's pretty dark out, so it's gonna be kind of harder to see, but it mowed just fine. And I did the fringe with the Honda, which I'm gonna get that back down to using the McLean at some point here. I just had to kind of take a break with it for a minute. It's harder to see the stripes because it's actually dark out. The phone's picking up light pretty well, but the sand is filling in, or the grass is filling in the sand well. All right, so I pulled just about all the leaves up. You can see it's not perfect, but it's getting better and better each time. See, I've just been going side to side to kind of try and blend here, and honestly, look at that, it's getting much better. It's about time for another top dress. So, you can see it here, I had to clean those up with the push broom, get all the dirt, just the worm castings get stuck on the drum. When you spin, it kind of peels them off. It's not too bad though. Yeah, I'd say it's coming along really well. We're just past the year mark, I think, so I have to do a year update video. This is a dramatic difference from last year, as it's very I guess less than ideal to run irrigation this time of day. It is 6:48, which is sundown, but I just put down a pretty heavy dose of synthetic fertilizer, and just because the grass isn't cut, you know, as short as like a actual golf course putting green, it's only 1/4 inch. I've been using granular quite a bit. The liquid stuff seems to be a hit or miss for me. So the granular stuff sits on top, but if I run the water for like 5 minutes, it all just kind of soaks down to the soil. So running this for 5 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. All right, it's a typical fall day here in New York. It's very gloomy and wet. And today I've got this little machine and that one. I did some aerating. Aerated the entire fairway and actually the entire backyard. I ran that machine. It's very old and clunky, but it works. So I will not be doing the green with it because it probably will tear it up too much. I'm sure it'll be fine once I get more experience and the green, matures. But for now, I will be spike aerating in certain spots where the soil's too compacted for the grass to grow, and overseed and fertilize. All right, so just got that done. A little overseed in all the bare patches. Did these little holes everywhere. They're everywhere, but anywhere there was a spot here in this corner, I did punch little holes. Because the soil is just so dense. It's like concrete when it's not wet out. It's insane. So I punched these. Hopefully it'll soften it, loosen up a little bit, and allow some nutrients to go deep. And overseeded it. I said spike aerate at one point, but it's core aerating. So see how it goes. All right, so I don't know what day it is now. It's October 15th. This is what we got going on. It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks since I did the aeration, and I think it looks pretty good now. Just gonna do some mowing, gather all the leaves up with that, and then mow it with the Jacobsen, and we'll get to the green after. So I brought the Jacobsen back in the shed because it started raining. I just finished with the push mower on a little fairway, which I'm gonna leave it that way today. We'll go from there. All right, just blew all the leaves off the green. So now next step, I'll mow the green. I'm gonna mow the fringe in the surrounding areas and bag up all the leaves. And then I'll take the push broom and push down all the worm castings and hit it with the mower. Okay, so that step's all done. The Honda does a pretty good job of mowing and mulching all that. Time to mow the green. You can see all the damaged areas are getting better. Surprisingly, even this. It looks worse and worse every time I see it because the rest of the green is getting so much healthier. It makes the bad spots stand out now like this. But this has not gotten worse. It's gotten a little bit better each time. So even like that, that's almost all filled in. Some spots over there too. Oh, let me get this mowed and move on. So unfortunately, it was a torrential downpour after that first cut. It was like right as I was about halfway done. It was awful. But I just mowed it and kept doing what I was doing, but it's not let up. So otherwise, it looks pretty good. I got this root problem here, but the rest of the green is getting there. Kind of see it's cool, the transition zone. And then I mowed, you know, the fringe, and then my little fairway extension is going pretty well. All right, see my fairway expansion is going pretty well. I've got grass up here now. Used to not be grass. Some dead spots, obviously. It's gonna stay like that for a while, but soon enough I want it to be the same height as this. You can see there's barely change in height there. Like I was showing earlier, this is getting so much nicer. The whole turf itself looks really good. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. Here's some really nice developments here, and the green is going to look really nice next year. Starting to wind down this year. The sun's setting again really early. It's been really cold and wet, so just mowing maintenance so far. No big changes yet. We're getting there. So thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time.